do cannot be done on the telephone. And then she killed him.
Rubbish.
Miss Fletcher, you better come with us, Brody.
Good heavens. I think I'm under arrest.
I'm tired of being jerked around on ghetto detective. Now either you get me the deal I want or I get a new agent, all right?
Lieutenant, don't you think it's time you read me my rights?
Not necessary. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, I don't want a cup of coffee. I want justice.
Relax. JB, I'm not gonna book you. At least not now.
Well, why'd you bring me in?
Aha. To throw off the real killer and to give you a chance to do your thing.
Having someone accuse me of murder in front of all those people was a ploy?
Not necessarily. That secretary did hear you make that accusation. And frankly, JB, you've been upgraded from a good suspect to the prime suspect. And the DA thinks that he can get a conviction based on that evidence.
And what do you think?
Ah, you see? I know you better than that. And I said to the DA, I said, hey, you watch. This lady is going to clear herself by coming up with the real killer.
And what if I don't?
Well, then we're both in a lot of trouble.
Is that you, Norman?
Yes.
The door's open. Come on in.
Mrs. Fletcher? Oh, Mrs. Fletcher, let me tell you, as soon as Marty Strindberg heard that you had been arrested, he sent me straight to police headquarters.
To spring me.
No, to make a deal. He can get you anything you want at Warner's, Fox, Paramount, anywhere except for the studio where your picture's being made. On account of your arrest, you've been banned from the lot as a disruptive influence.
Norman.
Miss Fletcher?
Norman, would you like to defend me on a murder charge?
Murder? Mrs. Fletcher, I'm not a real lawyer. I'm in show business.
Well, we may be able to avoid it, but it'll take very hard work and a good deal of research. Are you game?
Name it, Mrs. Fletcher. I will do anything to stay out of a courtroom.
Good. Well, Norman, I want you to look into Eve Crystal's medical records, Alan Gebhardt's battle with alcohol and drugs, Ross Haley's financial status, and Marta Quintessa's relationship with Jerry Lidecker.
Mrs. Fletcher, I don't know where to start.
Be resourceful. Meantime, I have a few things to look into at the studio. Do you have any contacts there?
Yes, but it won't do you any good. They won't allow you to set foot on the lot.
Is this what you wanted to see?
Yes.
If you want to talk to me, you have to push that little switch forward.
This switch.
You got it.
Are you sure this is the footage that Mr. Lidecker was watching just before he was murdered?
Yes, I checked the real number myself. This is it.
Thank you, Mr. Lester.
My pleasure. And please give my regards to my nephew Norman, who almost never comes by for Friday night dinner anymore.
I'll tell him.
End markers! Hey, come on, guys! Hey, come on, guys, go! Hey, come on, guys, go!
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Bennett. I hope I'm not disturbing you.
I thought you were into Slammer.
Well, that was just a pleasing mistake. I want you to know that I just came from seeing some rushes. Oh, it's so exciting to see my book come alive, and you are absolutely wonderful.
Yeah? Thanks. Say, could I give you an autographed picture? You know, just a little something to take back to Vermont with you?
Why, that's very thoughtful.
Just happen to have a couple with me here.
I suppose once this movie's over, you'll be an even bigger star.
Matter of time, that's all.
Such a shame about Mr.